welcome to my phonetics channel. This time I am going to talk about the frictionless continuant consonant sound. Frictionless continuant consonant sounds. I already finished talking about affricates, and now we'll talk about R sound. The R sound, of course, everybody knows the letter R. Of course, everybody knows the letter R. When I ask you to write down the letter R, of course you realize you write the letter R. The letter R. This is the letter R. This is the letter R. When I ask you to make the sound simple for the letter R, in any lesson we studied before, what do you do to bring out or to write down the symbol for that? The sound symbol. What do you do to write down the sound symbol for the letter? You draw two lines. One line like this, the other line like this. Then what's next? The sound symbol for R. R is the consonant letter, so the sound symbol is the same as the consonant letter. So the sound symbol for R is also R. The sound symbol for R is also R. Now we will talk about three different things: voicing, place of articulation, and manner of articulation. I will talk about voicing, place of articulation, and manner of articulation. First, what is the sound symbol for R? To study the voicing, first we should say the sound of R. The sound for R is R. Don't say re. That's wrong. Pay attention to keep your lips rounded. Keep your lips rounded like this, and then make your tip of the tongue behind the teeth ridge. Raise up your mouth. Raise up your tip of the tongue. Raise up your tip of tongue. This one. Raise up the tip of the tongue. The tip of the tongue. This here one. This one. This is the teeth, right? And this one is alveolar ridge. That's behind the teeth. Let's raise up your the tip of the tongue. Where is the tip of the tongue? This one. This is your tongue. Raise the tip of the tongue like this. Raise the tip of the tongue and let it touch the alveolar ridge. The one up is up. The upper part of the alveolar ridge, like this. So R, the R sound is voiceless. The R sound is voiceless as the vibration, as there is no vibration in the vocal cords. So voicing is voiceless. Place of articulation, which two parts of organs of speech touches each other. When I tell you that tip of the tongue touches the alveolar ridge, so it's alveolar. So, what manner of articulation? How this produces the sound? How the tip of the tongue with the alveolar ridge produce a sound, or how they behave together to produce a sound? When we say this is a continuant sound. What does we mean by continuant? We keep saying the sound. We keep saying the sound. It means like we can keep saying the sound. We can keep saying the sound without we stop. When I say, can you keep saying the sound of D, for the letter D? What is the sound of the letter D? It is D, D. Can you keep saying the sound? Can you keep saying the sound over and over again? Yeah, can you keep saying the sound without stopping? How we can do this? It's like D. Of course we can keep saying the letter only D, but that doesn't work at all. Can we keep saying the sound of D without stopping? Go on, do it if you can. D, D. You can't. Look at me. There is a stop here. D, D, D. But the R sound, we can keep saying the sound without stopping. Got it? I'm keeping saying the same sound over and over again without stopping. So this is the meaning of continuant sound. This is the meaning of continuant. So manner of articulation is continuant, as we can keep saying the sound over and over again. Continuant. Okay, let's take some examples for this sound. Now let's give you some rules. I will give you some rules. Any word starts with the letter R. Any word starts with the letter R. Words starting with the letter R. Words starting with R. Words starting with R. Like read, like rail, like roof. So words starting with letter R. The word starting with the letter R, starting with the letter R, starting with the letter R. When we transcribe the word, what does mean by transcribe? Transcribe that you write down the sound symbol for the letter. What is the sound? So the letter is starting with the letter R. The word starting with the letter R. So what is the symbol for the letter R? It is R. So when the word starts with the letter R takes the sound symbol R as well. Okay, next, words have R in the middle. Words have R in the middle. Words have R in the middle. Like the word proof. Break. Now where is R? It's the second letter. R is in the second letter. R is the second letter. The sound symbol, and before R is any letter rather than D, rather than E. If R is in the middle of the word, and before the R letter, any letter, then E, any letter, any consonant sound, any consonant letter, not vowel letter. Pay attention, please. If R came in the middle of the word, and before the R letter, any consonant letter, so R takes the sound symbol R. So what's the sound symbol for R? It is R. What's the sound symbol of R? It is R. So what if the word began with A? The word began with E. It takes a different role. I will talk about this later. When the word ends with R, just like E, just like roar. Now I will take an example for the word read. For the word read. The word read. Now let's make the transcription of the word. Transcribing means write down the sound symbol for each letter in the word or for each combination of vowel letters. You got me? Please listen to me carefully. Now let's start. The word starts with R letter. Now, when we're going to transcribe the word, we draw two lines. First the line like this, and finally at the end of the word. Okay, the first letter is R. What's the sound symbol for R? R beginning the word. It's R. Since R is beginning the word, so the sound symbol. So what's the sound of R in the word? It's What's the sound symbol is R. Next, we see E. First, we say read. What do you see in the final of the word? D. You say D. What's the sound for D? Read. D. It is D. So, here we see D. The sound for D is D. The sound symbol for D is D. Okay, now we have taken out the sound. So we have said the sound of R. We have said the sound of R. We have also said the sound of D. Now this one finished and this one finished. Now what is between R and D? What do you see? You see EA. You see EA. You see EA. We have already said the sound of R and said the sound of D. Between them is EA. What is the sound of EA? When I say read. 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 As this finished, and as this one finished, so between them E. So the sound between them is E. Okay. What is the sound symbol for E? This one. I and two dots. You got me? So transcribe the word. Transcribe every letter. Write down the sound symbol for the letter R. Write down the symbol for the combination of EA, two vowels. It gives us the sound E. Write down the sound symbol for the consonant letter D, which is D. Got me? That's for our lesson for today. I hope that you enjoyed my lesson. And of course, in the future, after I finish the course of phonetics, I am going to give out some examples and some exercises together, which will make you more, or which will give you some more practices to the phonetics symbols. And now, thanks for watching. Goodbye.